Oh no, Mormons!
Hey Tids, how you doing? That made me jump. I was doing the Discord thing and was not looking at the monitor. Really surprised me. Oh, cool, Tids. What kind of mods are you doing? And what are you eating? You know what I'm like. I love to live vicariously through people. You know what? I'm actually just going to take us straight through to the painting screen. Pressure bearing parts in my pistol. Oh, cool. Worn and torn. Fair enough. Sausage and beans on toast. Very nice. Like the little tinned sausages that you get in tins with beans, or like the other variety of sausages. Wow, that was a thing that like got really far away from me. Cumberland's cool. The little like tins of tiny sausages and beans are like a bit of a comfort food for me. I know they're kind of naff, but I don't know. There's just something about them.
Hello there.
Hey Rocket, how you doing? I forgot there's a Wilhelm scream at the beginning of this music video, and I was like, who's Wilhelming? They are, but when you're in a mood, naff food is best food. Yeah, that's very true. Chillin'. Glad to hear it, Rocket. So you can see I'm base coating Peter Venkman. Ordered Gunpla online since I found nothing in Modena. Gonna have to wait until January. Ah, but you found something. It may not have been nearby, which is a shame, but you found something you wanted. What did you order, if you don't mind me asking? January is 9 days away. Okie dokie tids. Hey Buff, hey Cyborg, how you doing? I have a box of Tunnix tea cakes and a bottle of Iron Brew. Worship me. I will not worship you, Cyborg, but I will envy you, because I've not had tea cakes, well, since I were in Scotland, because that was the last time I was able to get hold of any. And I love a Tunnix tea cake. But I've got Iron Brew downstairs. In fact, I had some extra iron brew delivered so that I've got some for Christmas. Farm foods. I'll have a look. We've got a farm food down the road, so... It's not a very good one, though, from what I understand. Not very much in it. But we'll see. Also, people around here appear to be, like, proper tea cake fiends. They're never in stock. Hello, Porthos. Yes, I'm talking to people on the internet now. That doesn't mean I'm going to let you up, though. For a couple of reasons, but one of them being that for some reason you smell like regurgitated rubber today. And I don't need that near me while I'm trying to paint. I'm sorry. You do, though. You smell like you've taken a chunk out of somebody's tyre. Made another D&D character based off Transformers. That's really cool, Buff. Love it. Oh! I've just noticed TechSquig's gone to sleep and become stream elements. Oh, Tids, no, no, no. No, 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 we will have less of that. Thank you very much, you naughty bugger. I've removed your track from the queue, Tids. You sod. Christmas music is fine, but you ain't whamming anybody. No, you cannot. Even mods aren't exempt from that rule. Tids put Last Christmas in the jukebox. And I said last week, Christmas music, yes. Last Christmas, no. Because some people get very, very upset about that. I mean, I don't care. I'm already out. What was I actually going to do? Oh, that was right. I was going to... is it in here? There we go. I don't know why. I had a bit of a problem with my stream elements earlier. There we go. TechSquig's back. And I had to restart OBS, and apparently when I restarted OBS, TechSquig decided to go to sleep. No, Porthos. I tell you what I will do. I'm not going to let you up, but I am going to throw a treat for you. Good luck, Tids. There you go, buddy. You enjoy that. Okay. So, folks may remember that I said I wanted to do something specific with Venkman, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it in time to actually stream this. Oh my torpor. Right, I'm just lifting the camera up a little bit so that he's a bit more centred so you can see what I've done. Also, hey Torpor, I hope you're doing well today. So, those of you that have seen Ghostbusters, or in the case of some of us, those of you that remember Ghostbusters reasonably well, may remember that there's a scene that introduces a specific side character involving Peter Venkman. And this is, of course, the Venkman Raccoon. That scene that I'm referring to is, of course, the sliming scene. It's the scene when the crew encounter the ghost that in the cartoons and later in the film and in the series becomes affectionately known as Slimer. The ghost of Drummer Matt. Indeed, poor Drummer Matt. I wanted to sort of recreate that scene. I'm going to slime Venkman. So I've got some water effect, UV resin, which I'm going to try and colour with either Tesseract Glow or with my fluorescent paint. But there's all this space on the base because of the way that the Venkman raccoon is posed. And I wanted to use that to good effect. So I got myself some Warbler Crystal Effects, which is a clear thermoforming plastic that comes in like little beads. And I'm doing a very good job of just ignoring the fact that Porthos is harassing me because he wants up on my chair. Used a lot in cosplay. It is indeed Cyborg, which is how I knew about it. And I got myself some fluorescent green resin dye. And I made a little Slimer. To go on the base. And I know he's not perfect, but I kind of love him. It's hard to explain stuff when Pet wants uppies. It really is buff. So yeah, I made a little Slimer today after work. I'm either going to, after the stream, glue a couple of the leftover dyed beads that I've got onto his head so that he's got like boggle eyes. Oh jeez! Hey there, Graph and Raiders, thank you very much. I hope you are all doing well. Please, if you're going to stick around, do click that link, because I know Twitch is still a bit weird about registering people's views, and I'm sorry about that. It sucks. Graph, hey! How did your stream go? And welcome back to streaming. I know it's been a little while since you've been able to, hasn't it? Yeah, how did it go? What were you doing? Tell me everything. How are you doing? I screamed. Oh my! Is that a good thing? Oh, fine, Porthos. Fine. I just can't say no to him. Mostly because he harasses me until I give in. Come on then. Oh. Right, mind your nose, because that's my boom. You don't want to get smacked by the boom, do you? Yeah, yes, I love you too. You're adorable. But you're also problematic for me, sweetheart. You really are. Yes. There he is. You can just sort of see him. He's gonna just spend his entire time looking slightly off camera, so I'm not going to fuck about with the camera too much. You know he's there, you've seen him, you can see his arse. That's the best I can do at the moment. Oh, shit. Shouldn't have done that. It's playing Dead Space. Oh, awesome. The first one. I've played the first one, quite enjoyed it, but I've heard some iffy things about some of the later ones. I think it's mostly the third one that... Why is it always the third one people have problems with? But yeah, I've only played the first one, so... But yeah, it's a good game. I like it. So yes, as I was saying, Tiny Slimer. I'm thinking that I will either green stuff or just glue some extra beads on for his eyes, and then I'll paint them. Oh, bless. Hey, Kian, how you doing? I'm just going to move my phone because Porthos's mouth is right over it and he's sort of slobbering in the hopes that it'll get him treats. And last time he did that, I ended up with a very sticky dog-smelling phone. Writing a thing. Awesome. I hope the writing's going well. But yeah, we're not going to need him today. So he's just going to go over there for now. I'm just really pleased that I managed to do it. I got the stuff at the weekend and was experimenting. I put on Twitter that I was doing a science. And that was like me dyeing the beads and figuring out different ways of heating them. Yes, Kian, I believe Buff put this in the... Give me a second, folks. My mother is trying to phone me. There we go.
Hello there.
I'm not going to answer the phone, Cyborg. I've just sent her a text and said, I'm streaming right now. Because I know what she wants to talk to me about. I texted her this morning and she didn't have time to respond to the text. So she said, can I phone you? And I said, no, because I've got to start work soon. Hey, Rust, how you doing? Help me to find focus to really sit down and draw, but today is apparently the day. Oh, I know that feeling all too well, Rust. Like, the last time I got bit by the doodle bug, it was like 2 a.m. And I was just like, really? Really need to just go to sleep right now because I've got work in the morning? But no, now I must draw. The muse has come to me. I must not look her in... Like, I must not, turn away from her. I must not push her away. Loan payments have been paused. Is this uni stuff, Graph? And is it because of the time of year? I don't know how this stuff works. Stateside. But 2 a.m. is the best time, though. My brain. Yeah, exactly. It's like, thanks, brain. I appreciate that you're happy about me being awake at 2, but, yeah, it's not exactly good for me. Nah, that one's plugged. Boop.
Hello there.
Hey, Mudhell. Should you find a random muse wandering about, please send her my way, just not in the middle of the night. I'll do the best I can. Hey, Pudding, how you doing? It has been a while. I hope you're well. Okie dokie, Kian. Oh, Modhail, in case you didn't see it already. Slimer, look. Soon as you figured out what I was doing, I actually sent you a message with it in earlier, because I thought it was only fair. That you got a sneak peek. Yay, Slime Boy. But yeah, he's come out quite well. He's not perfect, but no ghost is perfect. It becomes perfect when you accept it for what it is. So I'm just going to do what I've done with the other 3 when it comes to the base. A couple of different browns. We've got Dryad Bark, we've got Scorched Brown, and there'll be a little bit of... is it Doom Bull? Yeah, and a little bit of Doom Bull on the top to give it some depth. Turn it down a bit so you can actually see what's going on. Chips and curry sauce, nice. Nice. All loans are paused till the end of January. Now the pause has been extended to May. But because I'm in uni, I need to inform my loan company so I don't have to pay it off for another year or two. That's great news, though, Graf, that they've extended the pause. I don't know how the UK is dealing with student loans and COVID, because you don't start paying them back until you've finished. If it's your first one, anyway. Hey, Thomul, how you doing? Good choice, Buff. Is the music a bit quiet for everyone? Let's see what it's on. Oh, that's way too loud. Well, for me it is. 20? How's that? That might be a bit loud. It certainly is for me, but I can adjust it in my headset if I need to. You're a good streamer, Graf. It is a bit loud. Okay, let's try. Okay, that should be better. Awesome, Gratstids. Yeah, Graf, you're a good streamer. Like, I'd probably pop in and say hi on more of your streams, and would have done historically if it weren't for the time difference and everything. Look, Graf, you can argue the toss all you like, but if your viewer count's going up and people are coming back, then obviously you must be a good streamer, because they're coming back. If you weren't a good streamer, they wouldn't come back. If you weren't a good streamer, nobody'd watch you. Simple as. You are a good streamer. Take the compliment. Ooh, missed a bit. You make as many grumpy noises as you like, Graf. The facts speak for themselves. You want to get down now, Porthos? You've not had enough attention and therefore you want to get down. Give me a second, folks. There you go. Ooh, he zapped me. Ooh, you booger. Joining you all from my work desk. The joy of working from home is that you can work as late as you want. Don't work too late though, Thomul. I mean, unless they're going to pay you overtime for all the time that you've worked. Cuss. Thank you for the treat for Porthos, not hell. He zapped me. Yes, Porthos is really good at staticking me. Like, he's just a very staticky dog. Maybe it's because he's short-haired. He didn't even try and chase after that one. He's just lazily wandered over to it. Yeah, exactly, Thomul. I don't get paid overtime either, which is why, if I do work more time than I should do, I always take it back on another day. Oh, bit lamb. Right, let's, because I knocked the camera then. There we go. Oh, you can sod right off, Porthos. I'm not letting you back up again so soon. You'll just want to get down again. It's recharge from zapping you. Yeah. I need to beat Solar Ash. I haven't even picked it up yet. It's an Epic exclusive at the minute, isn't it? I'm really, really bad at keeping on top of any more than one gaming platform at a time, so I just forget that I have an Epic account a lot of the time. Until they do something really stupid with people's data, and then I remember and panic. So I'm just using the Psycho and some Scorched Brown on top of the Dryad bark. Just making some wobbly lines, as it were. Is there just like a really long silence at the end of this, or... No, no. Oh, we're having that problem again, I see. Okay, folks. You're going to have to keep the jukebox stocked up tonight, cause it looks like my my backup queue has disappeared. Don't know what's happened. And then we get an internal server error. Marvellous. Huh. There we go. Thank you, Mohel. And thank you, Cyborg, for the one you've put in as well. Yeah, the backup playlist appears to be having a malfunction night. We had this problem when I first set everything up. It's almost like it's had an update and the update is not stuck properly. I'm kind of letting the base lead where my brush goes. Hey, Sinister. Hey, guys. How you doing? Thank you for putting things in the jukebox, everybody. I really appreciate it. Daft as that may sound. Like, when it's being shit like this. Your willingness to rush in and put tunes in is greatly appreciated. Poor Foss, what is wrong with you, mate? Oh, fuck. Fair enough, Sinister. You can continue to lurk if you want. Oh, bloody hell. This dog is against the Geneva Convention, I swear. My God. He's sulking on his bed. Look at that. He's blooming sulking because he has just murdered my nose. What happened, Graph, was it's a free COVID test. Porthos let off a particularly stinky fart, and then span around in a little circle next to my chair to really sort of embed the scent in the area I'm sat in. Okie dokie, Spartan. Good luck with the cooking. I hope your food is lovely. He knows what he did and he has no regrets. Yeah, a little bit. He's giving me a real sour look, though. Which, you know, fits with the sour scent in the air, so... I love him, I do, but he's so smelly. Okay, that's starting to show up the way I want it to. Now, I will warn folks, I have had a few rough nights recently. So I'm a little shakier than usual, and my joints are a little stiffer than usual. I'm going to try and do my full 2 hours, like I normally do, but if I can't, I can't. In 23 minutes I have started the music to summon the DMAC. You put the Blasphemous OST in. How is the raccoon looking? The raccoon is not yet painted. I'm doing the base first. Random blocking of videos with their age check that requires sending them either your ID or your credit card can get on firing into the sea. Are they actually doing that, Mod Hell? That's fucking shit. I mean, like... If you are visiting porn sites, you should expect that kind of thing. But YouTube doing it, Jesus Christ, that is bullshit. Like, between pulling stunts like that and demonetizing people because they've set their videos to not for children, and YouTube have gone, oh well, it's an animation, it must be for kids, and have set it back to for children. Just fuck that entirely. The only thing I'm sending them is a big fuck you. Yeah, same here, Kian. Well put. Yeah, that fucking sucks, Mod Hell. Like pudding, I've never encountered that, but it doesn't surprise me that that kind of shit goes off, unfortunately. Downing tools now. Glad to hear it, Thomule. You gonna kick back, relax, not think about work for at least 12 hours? Preferably more. Just got one on Gunship's Dark All Day. Fucking seriously. That music video is amazing as well. Like, I think I've mentioned this on stream before, but the music video for Dark All Day was produced by Adi Shankar, the guy who does Castlevania. Welcome back, Tids. Partial success is better than no success. Is the bit that was less successful something that can be rectified. So I still had some Doom Ball on my wet palette from last time, from the last miniature. So I've just rejuvenated that with a little bit of water. I'm going to start adding that on now. I kind of wish these had more sensible colour names somewhere on their labels as well. For when you inevitably end up in a situation where the paint name has changed. Just so that you could match them back. Like, I know they don't really do anything like Warlock Purple anymore, do they? Because it wasn't fucking purple, it was pink. If you want to be specific, it was fuchsia. But, yeah. Because I've got some paints that are from Citadel that are the same colour, but they've got different names because they're from different sort of generations of paint. Oh, fingers crossed it's an easy fix, Tids. Space Wolf Grey is still blue. Yeah, shit like that. I don't think I've still got the hex pot of Warlock Purple. But for anybody... In fact, I have a perfect example of what Warlock Purple looked like for anybody that's never seen it. Hi again. See that? That's what Warlock Purple looked like. It was a little bit darker than that, but it was fucking pink. Honestly, I think they just called it Warlock Purple because they didn't think it'd sell if it was pink. Which is bullshit reasoning, but I won't put it past them. I remember it being quite a bit darker than that. Could be a lighting thing on my camera, to be fair. But it was pink. Definitely pink. Used it a lot on my Craftworld Warlocks. Yeah, I can imagine that. It was very magenta. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? It's like a fuchsia magenta sort of colour. It wasn't... Fulgrim Pink's probably the closest. Oh, okay. They should have just called it fucking pink. Yeah, they should, shouldn't they? Okay, so... That's the brown paints on. I'm gonna get my Ancient Sepia. Which we've got some of on here already, but when it comes to the inks, I'd rather use fresh. My favourite, Citadel's old Ultramarines blue, wasn't Ultramarine, it was Prussian blue. Huh, funny that, Sinister. Then again, I don't think any of the Ultramarine colours have ever actually been Ultramarine, have they? God, that sounds weird. You know when you say a word so often that it just loses all meaning? This is wonderful. So I'm trying to make sure that I put more of the ink in the crevices. I'll probably end up putting a little bit of Null oil in them as well, but don't want too much on there. I haven't seen the new Five Nights at Freddy's game, so I don't know what you're referring to, Cyborg. This has been helpful to me with colours. Ah, Daka Daka. They do some good stuff, they do. In terms of guides and stuff like that. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Would you believe? The only thing that's not a blooming dropper bottle on my desk, and I could not see it. Roxy the Wolf. Right, okay, yeah, fair. I suppose you'd have to ask Snipe. Just getting rid of the excess. Probably should be using a smaller brush for this, considering how I'm doing it, but meh. There we go. That'll do. Don't have to be out fancy. It's going to get covered up by a raccoon and a blob. So I still have the April 2013 White Dwarf that announced the new paint range that is the current one that has a comparison chart. Oh, neat! Put in. Obviously doesn't have contrast or whatever, but I don't use them. I've got a couple of contrast paints, but I've not really had the opportunity to use them yet. Also, I'm a coward. Put a poll up on Twitter, I'm too tired for stream decisions. Boy, do I know that feeling, Tids. Like, it took all of my brain power today to decide what I was going to be doing Christmas weekend, stream-wise. Oh, for those that haven't seen, because it's Christmas and New Year's weekend this next 2 weeks, I am not streaming what I'm scheduled to be streaming. So I won't be playing any more Kaiju Noir until the second week of January. So that'll be the 8th of January, I think. Because the 1st of January is a Saturday. So this coming Saturday, I'll be playing Luna's Fishing Garden on my Late Night Lounge slot. 10 till midnight. It's a really cute little game. It may not even take me that long. So I might just play it and then end the stream once I've finished it. Oh, in case you're wondering what the sweet fuck I'm doing instead of actually, painting anything, I'm looking for the paint that I want to use, which is on my desk somewhere, I know it is. But I've got so many paints on here at the minute, because I need to tidy it up again. Nope. Did I put it back up on the shelf? Oh no, I might have actually put it in the bag that I took to Wheezy's with me. It might be in there. This is how I carry my paints around when I'm going somewhere. I've got this lovely hobby case, but my stream setup is built around it, so I can't move the case. So I just carry all my paints in a Ziploc bag. Yeah, it was in the bag. Massive grim paint carrier, I know. Like, I love my hobbying case so much, and I would take it everywhere with me, but it is literally the backdrop to my streams. I'm painting and building on the lid for it at the moment. All of one full working day before the Christmas break. Yeah, Thomiel. I've got a half day on Christmas Eve, which... I might not be streaming on Christmas Eve, because I'll be having my Christmas dinner with my mum and Slow on Christmas Eve. And I don't know when we'll be finished up doing that. So, probably won't be a stream on Friday. But there will be a stream on Saturday, because I'll be doing Luna's Fishing Village then. But yeah, I figured it would be a bad idea, considering folks are going to be spending time with their families and whatnot. Or otherwise busy over Christmas and New Year's. I thought it would be a bad idea to carry on with Kaiju Noir until the New Year. Because, you know, folks are interested in the story of that, I believe. I'm still figuring out what I'm going to do on the 1st of January for the Late Night Lounge slot there. But some folks have given me some ideas. So, whatever it is, I'm hoping it'll be nice and chill. And on Sunday, this coming Sunday, I'll be playing Animal Crossing with one less villager than normal, because I accidentally told one of them they could leave when I didn't want them to, because I wasn't paying attention to what the options were, and they were in a different order to how they normally are when I have those conversations. And she's moving away, and I'm very sad. Mostly because it's the character that... it's the little cat that we met during one of my Animal Crossing streams when I was looking for Raymond. And I didn't find Raymond, but I did get her. Her name is Lolly. And she is the sweetest little thing. She's one of my favourite islanders. And I'm going to have to, in the new year, buy her amiibo card so that I can get her back on my island. Call me old-fashioned, but I think the fire is magic and it scares me. That's fair. Poor sods in the local Aldi are working until 11. Wow, that fucking sucks, Buff. Like, anybody in chat that works in, like, food service, in a restaurant, works in a supermarket, anything like that, if you've ever done that as well, just hats off to you. And if you're still doing it right now in the middle of this pandemic, and have been doing it during this pandemic at all, just... I am amazed and humbled by the shit that you have done, you know? You've done amazing. Just like the NHS workers. People are quick to clap for the NHS, which does fucking nothing. But I think, like, delivery folks and food service and all those kind of things get forgotten so easily. Like, you can tell that my mum is from a key workers group, because every time we've had, like, a McDonald's or something like that during the pandemic, she's always just, like, she'll receive the food from the person, from the food person, and she'll go, "Thank you for your service," and, like, proper praise them for all they've done for hungry people in the pandemic, and I kind of love that. You can get a machine that will allow you to do that, Tids, but frankly, it would be cheaper to just get the card. Though I did want to start making my own Animal Crossing amiibos at some point, so maybe in the future I will look at getting one of those machines and the gubbins to make the little chips. Yeah, that's fair, Thomule. Proud to get a bird and nut roast and all the trimmings hot and on the table at the same. Nice one, Thomule. I've just seen that. Yeah, it is a lot of work. Like, I do roast dinners a fair bit, and Christmas dinner is still a fucking nightmare for me to do. Alright, that's the base all done, I think. That's ready for now. I'm probably going to put some slime on it. The NHS rainbows make me uncomfortable. Yeah, that's fair, Pudding. Oh, Buff, you sweetheart. I'll tell her you said that. I mean, I think she is. I think she is. I think my mum is lovely. And the fact that she started turning up in other people's streams and, like, redeeming the hydrate and posture check options when they're there, and when they're not, just going, you need to have a drink and stretch. It's just adorable. Like, anybody that follows her on Twitter knows that my mum's name is Wendy. And in my social group, she very quickly became referred to as Wendy Lady, mother to us all. Because she does. She mums people, but in the best possible way. And now she's doing it on people's streams, and it just makes my heart so happy that she's just, like, going around being people's stream mum. She is a sweet bean. Daft as a brush, mad as a box of frogs. Very sweet. But I'm biased, obviously. I feel like a fraud because I'm a key worker but not an NHS worker. Spartan, you are not a fucking fraud. All key workers are important. It takes more than one kind of person to make the world go round. And you're one of those people. But yeah. Anyway. I need to paint his tail first, and then I can glue him to his base. And I'm not going to do any of the slime stuff until after he's fully painted. So you folks have seen me do this a few times now, but just in case, and for anybody that decides to watch the VOD for this one and not the others, I'm going to be using... I'm going to move that out of the way because it's not going to be helpful. I'm going to use Eshin Grey and Mechanicus Standard Grey to do the grey bits of the tail. I have actually already got some on the palette as well. So let's try and use that first before I waste any paint. I know exactly what you mean, Spartan, yeah. But the media is biased all the time. It's worse now, but they've been making people feel like frauds for many different reasons for a very long time, and it's fucking disgusting. Okay, so... Ooh, that's gone a bit too watery. So I am going to have to use some more paint. So we're going to start with the Eshin Grey because it's the darker one. I know people have different ways of doing it. I tend to start with the darker colour. and then I'll get a little bit of my lighter colour and mix it with my darker colour to make a mid-tone, and then I'll get my lighter colour and do my highlights, and I do it that way. But some people do it other ways. Always nice to service staff and stuff. My mother was rude to a member of staff at dentist once, and I apologised a bunch of times. People put up with enough shit at work. Yeah, exactly, Buff. Like, I'm very much of the opinion that you shouldn't take things out on other people that have nothing to do with it, you know? And always remember that it's always a dangerous idea to be shitty to the people that handle your food and the people that will look after you when you're old. Yeah, Cyborg, you've got to do what you've got to do. If the rules say that you've got to keep going, you got to keep going. You just got to be safe about it, which I know you would be. People can be arseholes sometimes. And I wish they weren't. Oh yeah, this is another one that's got a funky pose, so it's a bit difficult to get to certain bits of the mini. So painting the tail first is probably a good idea anyway. I like this track. I know Scott Pilgrim has its issues as a film, but I like it. I'm a big fan of Edgar Wright stuff, though, so... Oh, Spartan, you sweetheart, you don't have to. That's very kind of you, though. Bless you. The beat 'em up on the PS3, I think, was an absolute banger. The beat 'em up is so good. Oh, thank you very much, Spartan. You're an absolute sweetheart. Wasn't it being re-released this year and then this year happened, Tids? Yeah, Cyborg, I do not blame you at all. Good on you. Good on you standing your ground as well, because I know people can be shits about stuff like that. A couple of my friends moved house. They bought their house just before the pandemic hit. It's their first house. And everything got delayed because of lockdown. And then they finally got a move date, and we were just about to go into second lockdown because of, you know, that whole fucking mess. So they had to move in the tiny gap between first lockdown and second lockdown. And they did it by themselves because they had to. And they've still not had a proper housewarming party, you know? Because they just can't. But they'd rather do that and keep everybody safe. I don't think it was the movie's fault. No, Geist, it wasn't. Zombie party. Nice one, Model. You know what? I'm gonna put the grey on his legs as well. Seeing as I'm round here. Oh, he's not got the little shoes on. Why has he not got the little shoes on? Huh. Odd. Welcome back, Graf. What you got? I'm sorry about the less cheerful than usual topic, folks. I think sometimes we all need to have a little bit of a primal scream, don't we, about this stuff. It's even funnier in Dutch as Wous is slang for fuckwit. Oh my god, that's brilliant, Modho, you're a genius. Quesadilla. Oh, I love a good quesadilla. Slow's gotten really good at making them over the last year as well. He likes making quesadillas. Oh, we're running low on tracks in the jukebox, folks. You want to get your requests in? Now's the time. As a reminder, if I see Last Christmas in the song queue, it will get deleted. I believe Graf is still in. There are some folks in the chat, Pudding, who are playing and still winning at Whamageddon. I actually really like the song myself. It's a good song. And there's some really good covers of it. I solemnly promise not to badly sing it on my stream later. Wow, Tids. I don't believe that promise somehow. I'm guessing it would be intentionally bad, rather than... Fair play, Tids. I forgot about that. Yeah, I always forget about it right up until somebody points it out, or, like, says that they're still in. Hey, Kenk, how you doing? I really love my family sometimes, insert sarcasm here. Oh dear. I hope everything's okay. And whatever it is they've done that's made you really love them, isn't anything too bad. You know, like, more irritating than anything else, because, you know, hopefully that's a little easier to handle. It has issues with certain song links, Geist. So if the link that you've put in doesn't work, try a different link for the same song. It's very finicky, yeah, Tids. That's a good way of describing it. I actually like Christmas music. Yeah, me too, Samuel. And I am perfectly happy for people to put Christmas music into the jukebox, as long as it's not Last Christmas, for the sake of the people that want to partake in Whamageddon. I don't want to be blamed for that. Right. So that's our base layer on. That's the Eshin Grey on. We're going to put some Mechanica Standard Grey on. Going to use my knackered brush for this. It looks like the jukebox is having a bit of a tizzy. Odd. The Mechanica Standard Grey that was already on the palette is still good to use, but the Eshin Grey wasn't. Let's see. Let's make the base of the tail grey. Sort of person that puts their decos up in November. You see, I'm not allowed to do stuff like that anymore. Slow's got a thing about when Christmas decorations can go up. I think it's mostly because his birthday's in December. Could do with a little bit of water in that MSG. I just realised the Mechanica Standard Grey, if you shorten it down so it's easier to say, is just MSG. Mechanica Standard Grey, the umami paint. Yeah, that's fair, Pudding. Slow's mum's birthday is the 19th. Monosodium grey. That's better. Oops. That's fine. Izumi Hikari, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. And I'm sorry I stumbled over your name there. Let me try that again. Izumi Hikari, thank you very much for the follow. There we go. Second time's the charm. It's a very Mechanicus name. It is, isn't it? Mechanica Standard Grey for when you wanted to paint a GW model but you didn't know what, so you gave the sprue a coat of sprue colour. Yeah, that works. Oh, of course we can! I don't know if she's in earshot right now, Cyborg, but if she is, Mumborg! Very happy birthday from everybody at the Retro Raccoon. There we go. Oh, that's the wrong grey. There we go. Got the correct grey again now. I'm less fussed about getting things looking super pretty on the very bottom of the tail, because we're going to have a lot of slime there, I think. No, not quite pudding. I'm glad she likes it, Cyborg. And yeah, it felt like an appropriate name for the bar. Oh, speaking of changes that have been made to the bar, or that will be made, I have some very exciting news for everybody. So, some of you will remember when I first started doing Hobby Happy Hour ages and ages ago, the little sign that is trying to figure out how to point to something that is on OBS so that it looks like I'm pointing to it on stream. Does anyone have Nurgle juice? I will take an extra large picture. I'm afraid I do not, Kenk, sorry. Yeah, so the little logo that's top right. Some of you may remember an occasion, one or two occasions, when that logo was fully lit up. When my little sign was fully lit up. Because I used to do these streams with Slow. Now, Slow has not really been up to painting lately, and he doesn't do so great on streams. Streaming is not really his bag, and that's fine. It's not everybody's bag, and that's okay. But as a result, the little bit at the bottom of my Hobby Happy Hour sign has not been lit up in nearly 2 years. So, I have updated it, and in the new year we will be seeing a slight change to that sign, and it will be lit up more regularly. I have approached a couple of people within the community. Yeah, I've approached a couple of people within the community. Who can tell us some very interesting things. So in the new year, you may start to see more Hobby Happy Hour with special guests. I'm going to leave it at that for now, because I'm still waiting for a couple of folks to respond. But yeah, I will be starting to bring in, where I can, folks who are, frankly, more skilled, more knowledgeable, and more talented than I am in hobby-type things, to talk about some of the stuff that I'll be doing. If there is Gav thought, please warn us ahead, my liver can't take that. No, I don't have that kind of pull, guys. But, yeah. So, there may be occasions when you don't just hear my voice. There may even be occasions when you don't just see my hands. Yeah, and I'm very, very excited about it. Get my new drawing tablet for Warhammer artwork starting in the new year. Oh my god, Kank, that's so exciting! Very exciting. Well, there's the thing, Spartan. You're going to get a peek behind the curtain now. I have 2 setups. And it's been like that since day one. So maybe 2 pairs. Just, I feel cheated but amazed at the same time. Well, I'm glad I could be of service in destroying your illusions, I guess. Good tune. Who's to blame for this one? Geist. Good choice. I like it. I have a BB in the gun and I don't have a push rod. Oh dear. Awesome, Kank. I'll be looking forward to seeing some of that, hopefully. Can we see it? Oh god, it was, wasn't it? It's been a while since I've watched the What We Do in the Shadows TV show. Very, very good. Well worth a watch if you like your vampire stuff. And if you're like me and are a bit of a vampire lore nerd, then there's a lot in there to love because they clearly did their research. Same with the movie that it's spun off from. There we go, bit of Christmas music. 'Tis the week for it. Okay, so that's those bits done. Now we want... I've not bothered to clean my brush, because I don't really need to for what I'm about to do. I've taken a bit of the primer that I used to base coat everything with, and I'm just going to use that to do the black fur sections. On the tail. I've only got a little bit of paint on the brush. I forgot what it was called then. It's like bristle stick? No. Hey Mum, I will hydrate and stretch in a moment. Just want to try and get... There we go, that's better. Now, because I'm using primer for something it's not technically designed for, this tends to take a little longer than it should, but that's fine. Right. That was a hydrate. And a stretch. Oh, you bucket. And a treat for poor Voss as well. Have you considered Iron Warrior cosplay? He's friend-shaped bloke that seems to be quite up for the occasional collab. I've actually spoke to Iron Warrior cosplay in the past. I met him at a few cons. Lovely fella. Absolutely wonderful. Very, very helpful. He gave me some tips when I was thinking about doing a Night Lord's cosplay, but it's just like, I can't afford to do that shit. I wish I could, and I also don't have the space to store it. thank you, Spartan, for the treat for Porthos as well. There you go, buddy. Forgot it was Wednesday because I was off yesterday. Ah, that's why you rang me. Yeah, I figured I knew what you were trying to phone me about, so I hope you don't mind that I didn't pick up the phone. Oh, Tech Squig, don't be a strop. Just let people add their songs. It's Christmas, for God's sake. Tech Squig's being a Scrooge. Okay, I'm actually just going to be... I'm not going to bother wiping the brush off at all now. I'm just going to... There we go. There we go. Oh no, what hell? I was gonna get like proper painting stilts and everything, so I would be the correct height. Which is part of the reason it was going to be so fucking expensive, because I was doing it properly, for want of a better description. Oops, I dropped him again. It's a good job these things are sturdy, isn't it? Okay, now that that's basically back to primer colour again, I'm just going to put a little bit of grey. Go. There we go. That's better. See? It's not quite so flat now. So now base has fled under my cleaning cloth. Gonna just do this over here because I can't get around the camera to do it properly. Sorry. Just putting a bit of glue on the pin that's in the base. Looks like I got all A's and a single B last semester. Awesome, Graph. Well done. Proud of you, mate. Well done. That's really good. There we go. So that's... Adding height makes costume that much more complicated, and complicated equals expensive. Yeah. I mean, even just doing it like without the additional height, because of the amount of foam required and the amount of skill required to foam craft, that kind of stuff, it would have been quite expensive, because I'd have needed to do it at least 3 times before I got it right. Oh my god, Cyborg, that'd be amazing. Saturation of the Halo theme is sung by actual Gregorian monks in a chapel. Oh my god, that's amazing. Good choice, Modhale. I am quite partial to the Halo theme tune anyway. In fact, if the backup playlist ever starts to work again, I have procured, courtesy of a fellow streamer, some Easter egg music from Halo Infinite. Anyone that's played Halo Infinite and has seen the Easter egg will know exactly what I'm talking about, because, yeah, that is totally my bag, baby, and needed to be in the backup playlist. Which isn't working tonight, typically. Okay, so there he is, and let's just... Is that... Yeah, that's dry. Let's just do a fit test. I think that's going to work. Don't spoil Infinite, I'm getting and playing it at Christmas. Nope, I've not played it. All I know is that there's an Easter egg, and that the music for that Easter egg is fucking amazing. So, you're all good. I won't say anything else. I don't know anything about it. And yes, anybody else in chat that has actually played it and knows anything about it, no spoilers for those that haven't had the opportunity to play it yet. Oh yes, that's a very good one, ma'am. Good choice. Let's see if I can get to it before somebody else can. Probably not. I'm just having a little breather from painting as well, as you may have guessed. Just going to be in the queue about 5 times now. Oh god, we got 2 pages in the queue. Wow. Okay, it is in. Thank you, Torpor. And Wham was spotted and removed. If you want to put a different Wham track in, you are welcome to do so. But not that one. Any Wham but that one. This is literally just because I don't want to be held responsible for somebody losing Whamageddon. On 22 points. Oh, yeah, in case you didn't see it before, Mum. Look, I made a Slimer. He's only got one arm, but he's not going to need the other arm when he's stuck to the base. So, look. Little friend. I'm on 22 points, I will hunt you down. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to be held responsible for that. If I get whammed during a stream, I'm holding the streamer responsible. See, I don't want to be blamed for this shit. I'm doing the best I can. I've only discovered the Katamari Damacy OST today, and I've fallen in love with the song. It's a really good track. I will never live it down. Oh, right. Yeah, exactly. I know I fucking won't. Like, I say one thing and someone takes it out of context and fucking clips it. So, I know. I know I'll never live it down. You lot are wonderful, but you're also evil. What didn't happen, Puddin'? Katamari Damacy is a fucking roller coaster in the best way possible. Yeah, it is. Wonderful little game. Okay, so I think I'll do the now that he's stuck to his base. I will do the rest of the fur. Not evil, just morally ambiguous. Yeah, that works too. You are a bunch of lovable reprobates. Oh. I think I want to put a little bit more of the MSG down here. A little too much there. So that was me really lazily Reprobates is accurate. I will also accept rapscallions. You're a bunch of lovable rapscallions. I can't watch the clip, but I'm desperate to know what you clipped me saying there. Did I miss a bit? No, it's just the lighting. It's just the lighting. Yep, so we'll paint the arms. Not like that, we won't. Fairgraph. A lot of people feel that way, so you're not on your own. You're also evil. Ah, wonderful. I mean, yeah, that was not taken out of context at all. So suppose you told me, eh? If it has the head wrapping, then it becomes Hobby Mum. Aww. I like this. This is good. Oh, Geist. Somebody's watched Witcher Season 2. That's one hell of a hybrid mod, hell. Yeah, the song is spoiler free. Good track though. Very good track. My spirit animal is an axolotl. Axolotls are fucking wonderful, so I can get behind that. Imagine finding it rifling through your trash in the dead of... I'd rather not, Mod Hale. That's genuine scary. Like, which bits of which creatures would it have? I'm imagining, like, a brown bear-sized raccoon with a raven's head and little wings on its back. Like, normal-sized raven wings on its back. Roars at you and flies away when startled. It takes the bin with it. Why am I using the Psycho for this? This is not what the Psycho is for. I'll use the detail brush instead. I'll get it wet first. Set myself some fitness goals for next year. Maybe. That's brilliant, Mod Hell. Perfect. I would love to see art of that. If I could draw art of that myself, I would, but I don't think I could. Could try. Being able to do a one-handed push-up and pistol squat, yeah. 100 kettlebell swings and 10 Turkish get-ups with at least 16 kilogram kettlebell. Okay, yeah. Beat 2 minutes retention time on my Wim Hof breathing. Oh, cool! Good luck with your fitness goals, Cyborg. It's very admirable to have those kind of goals. My advice, if you want it, don't punish yourself if you're not making the progress you were expecting to make. There are a whole host of reasons why things may take longer. Like if you're particularly tired when you're trying to do your sit-ups, you're trying to do your push-ups, you're not necessarily going to be able to do a one-hander when normally you would be able to. But don't beat yourself up about it. Progress is progress, no matter how small. And that goes for everybody else in chat as well. Finally getting my master's graduation ceremony in July next year. Spartan, congratulations! That's very exciting. Oh, that'll be wonderful. So I'm deliberately not painting the palm of his hand properly because raccoons have black paw pads. So I'm just trying to highlight them a little bit more than anything else. Good, Cyborg. Like I said, you don't need to listen to me if you don't want any advice. I know from personal experience, even when you set yourself a a specific target. Sometimes things don't go quite how you plan them to, and depending on the kind of person you are, that can set you back a lot. It used to do that for me a lot. I'm a lot more... well, may as well get on with it, eh? Now. Sort of get up and dust myself off than I used to be. I mean, I'll still flap and panic about things, especially work stuff. But got my hair dyed a new shade of red. Yes, I saw the pictures on Twitter, Graph. It looks very nice. Jaskier's actor is a Necron player. Oh, of course he is. Of course. Of course. I started out with Necrons in 40k. Still have one of the Necrons that I built way back when. It's not very good. Oh, this has got like a really long silence on it, so I'm just going to skip that. Nope. Sorry, Graph. That is way too shitposty for this jukebox. Also, you managed to sneak past my blanket ban on anything with the Thomas the Tank Engine theme tune in it, so well done. Now I know I'll be able to ban that. Nothing's wrong with Thomas the Tank Engine, Puddin'. Except for when it's used to shitpost in my jukebox. And seen as it was for a while, it's now no longer allowed. The one rule I really have with the jukebox is that you don't post shitposting music, because, you know, we're here to have a chill time, not to try and make me have a mental break. Frankly. And that is a rule that was incorporated because people kept trying to basically screw with my head with weird music and shitposty music. It is in the channel rules, Graph, but it's okay. I'm not admonishing you for it. I don't know who would do such a thing. No, Bread. How you doing? And how are you finding the name change? But yeah, I'm not admonishing you for it, Graph. I figured you didn't know or didn't realise. And you know, it's the first time you've done it. You know now. Don't do it again. Simple as. The way I tend to do things on this channel is we'll bring something in, and if people like it and they don't abuse it, then it gets to stay. And if people like it but they abuse it in certain ways, like with the text-to-speech, it either stays with some restrictions added, or it gets removed. The text-to-speech had to be removed because people kept crashing it. But the jukebox, I want the jukebox to stay. I like you folks being able to share stuff. Will admit I very rarely actually read chat rules because I assume most of them are don't be a dick. I mean, to be fair, they are don't be a dick for the most part. Let's see if this works today. Okay, so you should have 10 tokens now, Brad. I don't know why Tech Squid's just like, yeah, I've given tokens to everybody. No, you can't have any. Give me a second, Brad. Oh, it'd help if I was actually typing in chat, wouldn't it? And as we're talking about chat rules, it forces me to okay the chat rules so that I can type in my own chat. Alright. There you go, Brad. Actually, I want to test the theory now. Cool, Tids. Internal server error. That's going well for you. Pretty good on tokens. I don't use them much. I'm that old git at the pub that doesn't mind what's on the jukebox since he has one earphone in. Yeah, that's fair, Kenk. As long as it's nothing not safe for work, Pudding, yes. It's a cool animal. Then yes, of course you can. We are always happy to see cool animals and nice art on this channel. Let's have a look. Oh, that is a beautiful frog. Yes, very nice. Thank you very much for sharing that. Goth frog, yes. Suddenly it's way too warm again. I've upped the size of the brush I'm using because I'm doing panels here and they're quite flat, so I want to get them done quicker. Oh, go for it, Kenk. Let's have a look. Like I said, always happy to see nice art. Oh, wow, they're lovely. smaller brush. I'm sorry, Cyborg, I'm not in the mood for this one. Oh, bread. Never change. I mean, unless you want to, obviously, but you know what I mean. You are crackers in the best possible way. Is that actually a thing, bread? Really? Okay then. I mean, that wasn't the context in which I was using it. Then again, when have these things ever been based on the context? That's fucking daft. Stupid, but it's a thing. Oh, and I know you know that wasn't what I meant. But yeah, these decisions are very rarely made with any consideration for the context in which a word is used. We got quite a lot of stuff in here, in the jukebox. I think some of this is going to get carried over to next week, because it's 5 to 8, so I'll be finishing up soon. Oh, I hadn't done his face. I've normally done the faces by now. Oh, very nice pudding. I love a good snowball. Okay, I can't leave that bit of the armour just partially painted. It's going to bug me, so I'm going to do that bit. And then I'm going to go back to painting the fur. Because I did the arms, and then was just like, no, I'm just going to paint the armour now. I got distracted. which was very silly of me. Oh, very nice cyborg. I don't really have a Christmas drink. Mum and I tend to have a tot of Goldwasser. In honour of those that have passed on.
Hello there.
But other than that, when I was painting Khan, I accidentally painted his axe or child twice instead of doing his gun. Oh, yeah, I've done stuff like that before. It's so easy to do. I don't know what that was, but I think it was slow. I hope he's alright. Okay, that's that panel done. Yep, he's alive, I just saw him move. Been learning this song on guitar. Really, Brad? This is one of my regular rotation. Taken to mixing Captain Morgan's and Iron Brew this year. You know what goes really nice with Iron Brew? Bread. If you like it, that is. Gin. The bone is sticking out of his leg, but he's alive. Yeah, he's fine. He'll walk it off. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. I've seen Ghost, a little bit of one of Ghost's sets when they played at Download. They were really good. Christmas Fair and their meadery also does berry wines. My Christmas drink this year will be blueberry wine. Ooh, that sounds nice. I like blueberries. Not a big fan of wine, but I'll give anything a go once. Do you love the Melodica Brothers? They're really good. Ha! Not DMAC for once. I think they're also shipping. Yes, please, Geist. If you can send it to me in Discord. Because once I raid somebody, I will lose access to the chat here. Indeed, Mum. Right, what time have we got? It's 8 o'clock. I think, seeing as I probably won't end up streaming on Friday, I might finish this one off stream. Because you've watched me paint three others of these. And I'm doing the same thing again, so, yeah. But I am going to call it on time for once. Because I'm kind of tired. I've not slept very well for a little while, and it's starting to take its toll. But all the tracks that are in the jukebox will be here next time we have a Hobby Happy Hour. Whenever that ends up being. It might be over Christmas, it might not. We'll see. I'm just going to tidy up my desk a little bit whilst we sit here. That sounds like a really good idea, Cyborg. I mean, the hobby cave is a lovely little space. It's a bit, ooh, enjoy your chippy bread. We're actually going to be finishing up. Yeah, because I'm kind of tired. I need to go and lie down, I think. Maybe have something to eat first. Who have we got that's live? Oh, okay. So, one of the members of my community, Steggy the Stego, has recently come back to streaming after a hiatus, and yeah, they're live at the minute. So I'm gonna send us over to Steggy's channel. Say hello. I've got my orchis in the photos. Yes, Pudding, it is. Yeah, so I don't know if I'll be streaming on Friday. I'll put up a notification when I've decided either way. But I'll definitely be back on Saturday. And I know you folks might not be about because, obviously, it's Christmas weekend. But I'll be here if you need me. Thank you for hanging out tonight, folks. I hope you've had a good time. And if I don't see you before Christmas, I hope you all have a lovely, lovely Christmas and a great New Year. So, seeing as it probably won't be until Christmas Day, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Wash your fucking hands. And may your days be merry and bright, folks. Happy Christmas.